right. Hello, Void Dweller, Mystery Theater, Apparition, Chi-chan. A lot of chat. I have to scroll through. Oh my god, Chi! Zormegus, welcome to the stream. And to Rose Guns Days. Hello, Guppy Force. My god, lovely to have everybody here. Last time on Rose Guns Days. And we didn't have Higurashi Sotsu to talk about. And that opening, it's super shippy opening. Yes! I am so excited about that. And it's tangentially related because it's Ryukishi stuff, so I can talk about it a little. Just a little. Oh my god. I get to make out with Bunny Bones. All day, every day. Okay, Luca, which of 5 faces I see you there. Last time, Caleb is not having an easy time of his hostile takeover of the underworld as he's running into all these issues with the Americans. And he's going to need a lot of money right now. And not only that, but Amanda, as I thought, they were hinting it before, she has turned completely evil. She's basically going to be Caleb's wife, and she is forcefully taking over Primavera. So that's another boss we have to deal with. And it's probably going to be the other 2 girls, Stella. We'll probably have to deal with her. Although I don't know what exactly will happen to her. Because I don't know if she's a fighter or not. But either way, I think everybody in the story currently now is waiting for Rose to just get back on her feet. She is just completely understandably in a rut. So let's get back into it. It was late at night. Please tell me if the music is too loud. Or my voice is too soft or something. A single car drove through the gentle rain towards the alley where Stella and Meryl were lurking. Fortunately, it came to a stop near the gap those 2 were hiding in.
One of our pursuers.
Quiet. Everybody's got a gun. Hey, look, a car that looks appropriate for the time period. All right. That was so weird, that other picture with the clearly modern car. Why was that there? Stella carefully looked around, gripping her gun. The man who came out of the car looked like an affluent gentleman. It certainly didn't seem to be one of their pursuers. It looked like he was finally coming home after a long day, ready to take a shower and get some sleep.
Oh, looks like we got us a sitting jack to kick.
Ah, you're so violent. Oh, to godsend or something. Jeez Louise.
Oh, he looks like a kindly old man. Let's go ask him for a favor.
Oh, goddammit. I mixed him up. He looks like a kindly old man. Let's go ask him for a favor.
Oh, you mean trick or key?
Stella and Meryl had no method of starting the car without a key.
I don't know how to hotwire a car. Fucking hell.
They wouldn't be able to use this car unless they got the driver to give them the key. Oh, what a tiring day. I'm so sorry if we startled you, mister. This girl here is hurt.
But if you don't mind, we'll be borrowing this car for a bit.
Come on, I was gonna do a thing.
Time is money, boobs.
Oh, please don't shoot me.
What? Meryl, why are you pointing a gun at him?
Huh? We weren't gonna take it by force? I missed the memo on that one.
I thought we were on the same page.
So did I. Trick or treat, the part where I point guns and shoot. Ah, blood everywhere. Explosions and corpses. Chandeliers flying through the air.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah, I guess we weren't on the same page then. Oh well.
I was trying to get him to lend it to us peacefully. Why would you even need to pull a gun out, stupid lowly hijacker?
Who are you calling a stupid lowly? Ah! You just kicked me, didn't you? You weren't swelling, didn't you? How dare you call me a lowly? Do you see this? Do you see my fucking chest?
Oh! Someone save me!
Hold on a second. Mister... Oh, God. At that moment, a bright light shone on them, blinding their field of vision. It was the car's headlights. Those headlights made the silhouettes of several men appear. Ah, fuckleberries. Their hands were inside their coats and pointing forward. It was pretty clear that they were pointing handguns at the girls from inside their pockets.
Well. I guess we're pretty lucky on the whole. It looks like a ton of guys are happy to see us and would love to accompany us back to the club. I mean, right? Yeah. I'm not misreading the situation.
True. Looks like we aren't wanted dead or alive. If they'd had no intention of catching the girls alive, they'd probably pull their triggers without asking questions. At this point, being held up was a blessing. The two women... Oh, there's a typo. The two women, but were forced to acknowledge their bad luck. The men motioned for Stella and Meryl to go into two cars and push them aside.
God damn it, now we can't do our freaking comedy act if we're in separate cars. Fucking hell.
They didn't know where they were going. They melted into the darkness, and the taillights of the cars went out. Oh. We got more of these to do. Okay. Starting early in the morning, many men gathered in this park near the port. Apparently there was a rumor that the Caleb family would be handing out emergency food. Since the early morning, it had been an overcast, sullen day, raining on and off. Despite this, a pulsating crowd of more than 1,000 men had gathered in a park close to the harbor.
What are all these people doing here so early in the morning? Didn't you hear? That Caleb guy is giving out food to us poor people. Rumor has it it's not just food. He's gonna be handing out money. Father Caleb is a savior to us poor folk. Well, I won't let him trick me. Do you realize how many stores have gone under thanks to him? Someone's handing out money and food. I don't care if it's from hell or the mafia. What do you think you're doing? Don't cut in front. I'll kill you. Come on, how long until it starts? We're starving here. I'm giving up waiting for trucks at the employment agency so we could come here.
A crowd of men in cheap clothing formed a massive line, waiting for food to be rationed out. Eventually, the rationing began and the line slowly moved forward. What they got in their bowls was so jumbled and institutional that it was literally dog food. Ugh. Still, just the fact that it was warm food for free gave it a favorable reception. The men who got their bowls formed a crowd to the side of the distribution tent.
Listen up, then. Here's a chance to get rich quick.
Hello, stores. Welcome to the stream.
Find those who oppose Father Caleb and grab yourself a reward. Rosehide Bar, the former madam of Club Primavera. Whoever catches her gets $1,000 reward. There's also a cash reward for information on where she's hiding. $100,000? 100,000 just for catching that girl. Richard Mayogi from the Mayogi offices. Another 100,000 bounty for him.
Uh-oh.
Insane. If you got both of them, that'd be 200,000. Chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter.
Several men started shoveling down their food, their eyes glittering. Caleb and some others watched this from a large luxury car, parked on the edge of the park.
How could we have missed this? So, this is how we might solve our troubles. Putting bounties on people. Ha! It's almost like we're the bad guys in a story. God damn it. Hey, this is pretty fun.
Oh, these people aren't all Japanese. They're also a few poor Chinese laborers. So those people are found even if they try to escape to Chinatown.
And it's also possible that some people who don't accept Amanda as madam will drag Rose out of the shadows for us.
Oh, please don't underestimate me. Primavera is completely under my control. I won't let anyone disobey. Yep, here's our 3 bosses here.
Still, such a shame that that safe was empty. It seems I underestimated this Richard.
It'll be my job to fill that safe up again. Just you wait and see.
I look forward to it. Squeeze those rich people good, for the sake of our fellow countrymen.
Caleb, if it's money you want, I'd like you to help out a bit with my business. First off, stop letting those toughs from... You can't be fucking serious. I have never heard tough used as a noun before 428 Shibuya Scramble, and now I see it 2 Let's Plays in a row. Oh my god. That's insane. Jesus Louises Creases. God. First off, stop letting those toughs bring our family into the club. Their nasally voices, and they all sound the same and look the same, are really annoying me. Even though many of the girls don't have eyes. Their attitudes are bad and they make passes at the girls. For them, it's all on the house and we don't get a dime. You've got to give them a break there. After all, good drink is a man's oasis.
Exactly. I've ordered them not to let it get out of hand. However, Primavera is my club. What's wrong with my underlings having a drink at my club? Right, Miguel?
Yes, that's right. You know what's going on, Caleb. Oh, God. And they expect me to turn a profit.
Miguel. More importantly, you've got to round up the girls who have left Primavera and are getting customers on street corners. Teach them that no one can practice their trade in City 23 unless they accept Amanda as their madam.
Of course. Just the other day I found a cheeky girl and ripped her up a bit. At least don't touch their faces. Those are a commodity.
If you can't manage to bring them back alive, we don't care if you killed them. But if you do catch them alive, you'll also get a bonus. If you don't think you can manage it yourself, just report about it to us. You still get money out of the deal. Chatter mutter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. What are you guys, the Pokemon?
Roaston. No way.
After leaving Primavera, Wayne had gone back to his rat lifestyle with an ally as his nest. The sense of helplessness he felt at being unable to protect someone he had sworn to protect forever, even at the cost of his life, still tormented him. He knew that Rose and the others were facing unprecedented danger at this very moment. However, what could a powerless person like him protect? And how was he supposed to face them? There was no answer. Nothing would grow except his own anger and contempt at his powerlessness. Okay, next thingy. I don't really understand the point at letting us choose, like, these things in any order. Like, it's not like we have different pathways to do. Chinatown and the surrounding areas aren't marked off with a fence. This mixed area has the dangerous potential of stirring up trouble. The northern part of City 23 was given the name Small Rock District after the war, but these days you wouldn't see that name anywhere except street signs. People of the city called this area Chinatown. City 22, which lay to the north, was under the control of the Chinese army, and all of it had already become a Chinatown. No, Jishan, that was a very clever Freudian slip there. A bump of that pushed down to the south, making the northern part of City 23 a Chinatown too. This small rock Chinatown appeared to be under the control of no family. However, everyone knew that Li Meiju was the de facto boss and an important member of the Golden Dragon Society, the largest family in City 22. So, to avoid stirring up trouble with the Golden Dragon Society, the families of City 23 avoided Chinatown as a general rule. However, there was no clear dividing line between what was inside and outside Chinatown. In the brackish area where Japanese and Chinese people were split, there would sometimes be turf conflicts between the Chinese mafia and the Japanese mafia. Underlings from the Caleb family were standing around here, and they're on the streets that pass through Chinatown.
You got that? Keep your eyes wide open. There's Primavera people at contact in Chinatown. This is the only way they can get in. Hey, stop your truck right there. Open out the back.
Stop it! I'm not a suspicious person. Violence is bad.
Just open it up, yeah, and people die when they're killed. You aren't hiding anyone inside, are you? Stop trying to pretend you don't understand Japanese. Open up the truck.
Hey! No violence. China and Japan, good friends.
Since when?
Every time a truck passed that looked like it could hide a person, they would violently stop and force the driver to open it up. Most of the people driving cars into Chinatown were Chinese, but they didn't let that stop them.
Shh. Nothing but pork. You sure took up our time, old man. You can go now. Hey, Aniki.
Before they realized it, they were surrounded by Chinese people wearing sunglasses. Of course, these weren't good ordinary citizens.
It's the Golden Dragon Society. Are you with Caleb, son? That's right. We're in the Caleb family. This place is not Caleb's on City. Ain't the Golden Dragon Society toy either. I call dibs. Since when was this your turf? Well, your actions are troubling many Chinese people.
Hello, Hollow Mirage. Welcome to the stream.
Sorry about that. We're looking for someone. If you get in our way, you won't get off easy. Some are saying that they were dragged from their vehicles and beaten. That's because they tried to ignore us and make a run for it. We thought Boss and Caleb-san did not want to fight. We want you to go home for the day. You're bothering everyone.
Law, I can't. God damn it. I can't read that. Weishima. You. See.
What do you think you're laughing at? Get out of here, Chinese trash. Hey, you looking for a fight, China? Fine, let's have a go.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Guppy Force. This is what they were saying. Even if you try speaking to a monkey, it's not like it'll understand. Just throw them a bunch of bananas to shoot them away. Jeez. That's what they were saying. Thank you, Guppy Force. And then it was laughing after that. The instant one of them made a grab for a Chinese person's collar, all the Chinese people pulled out their guns. Here's that sound that's been in every Ryukishi novel since Higurashi. A moment later, the Japanese people pulled their guns out too, and each side is pointing their barrels at the other's noses. The townspeople realized what was going on, and they screamed, ran away, ducked to the ground.
We don't desire a fight with Caleb-san. Well, we're not too particular on that point. C-23 belongs to us. Get back to your C-22. Tell your boss. Don't think you can keep sticking your necks into C-23.
Alright, now back to Primavera. Since Amanda became Madam, Primavera changed drastically. The Pride lands withered. The ladies of the evening were forced to hold back their objections and bear these changes. Somehow, Scar becoming king made the lands wither and all the animals run away. Ryukishi did a lot of the more minor characters in this source, like the goons. You can tell, like, the generic mooks, and the more major characters were done by someone else.
Yeah. Hey, Gertie, get over here and give us a drink.
Hey, stop that. You're hurting me.
Oh, you're no fun, Gertie. Isn't it your job to pour drinks for your customers?
A customer is someone who pays for what they get. You people don't pay anything, do you? On the contrary, your lawlessness has driven all the real customers away. We're not earning any money thanks to you. Great job, asshole. You're parasites to this club. If you really want to call yourself bodyguards and protect the club, start by doing something about your fucking selves. Of course, her emotions hadn't exploded out of the blue. All she had done was bravely speak for what all the girls thought about the arrogance these men had shown it up until now.
What's that? You better watch your mouth. This club belongs to the Caleb family. We aren't customers, we're the owners. Let's teach you what happens if you talk like that to the owners. Honey key, customers will see if you do it here, right? Employee training better be done somewhere that it doesn't distort the customers. Hehehe. True, true. Let's give her a good long lesson in the VIP room. Get over here, woman. Time for some special training from your owners.
Oh, God.
Yay!
Let go. Someone help me. Oh my God. No. God damn it. Apparition. Now you put the thought into my head. Caleb singing Be Prepared. And like the hyenas are Amanda and Miguel. The woman who had been hit and whose nose was bleeding disappeared into the depths of the club, dragged by the men by her hair. The other women were unable to do more than bite their lower lip in fear for what might happen to them tomorrow. Anyone would want to quit working at a place like this. Or there was nowhere else to work. On top of that, the streets were even more dangerous than Primavera these days. Ever since Amanda became the new madam, the atmosphere in the club had undergone a complete change. It wasn't just in Club Primavera. It was all of the clubs associated with Primavera. Caleb family thugs calling themselves bodyguards would mix in with the customers and act with complete and utter arrogance. Like, they're literally doing the same thing that they hated the other people doing. God. No customer would willingly come to a club like that. The regular customers who had supported the club vanished one after another. By now, the club was only ever filled with punks and the women who lived their lives in fear. Great job, Caleb. Your goal of making money surely will come about now. Oh, son of a bitch. How am I supposed to get anything done if my club is filled with ignoramuses? No. Claudia! It's been so long.
How is it? How are things going in the club?
Just look, it's terrible. We can't go on like this. I'm jealous of you, Claudia. Not only do you have eyes, but Primavera is finished.
Even my store has to pay a lot of protection money to the family. It isn't easy.
Thanks to them, our customers have stopped coming. Of course they have. Most of our regulars have gotten entangled with the Caleb family and have all their money taken away. Even if they haven't, who would want to come to such a terrible club? I don't want to work in a place like this anymore. And even if we leave the club after all this time, we can't make a living. I beg you, Claudia, give me a job. I could at least skin potatoes. Please, Claudia. Claudia would love to have employed them if she could. However, her store was also barely getting by thanks to the protection money demanded by the family.
Will Amanda's son do anything about it?
She doesn't even show herself around here. Rumor has it that she's splitting the sales of the club with Caleb. Hello, James. Welcome to the stream. Anyway, it's just terrible. There's no one left to protect us. And if we do quit working here, they say that hitman named Miguel will come for us. I heard all about that. Do you remember Hannah? That kid was really good at the piano.
I remember her. How's she doing now?
Right after she quit, she was slashed with a knife in some back alley. Now everyone's too scared to even quit our jobs. However, that doesn't mean it's safe inside the clubs. In one of the other clubs, there was a girl who was hit by one of them and had her jaw broken. I heard it was some stupid girl who provoked them. Even so, that's just too gruesome. Hey, Claudia, how is Madame Rose doing? How are Stella and Rose doing?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I only came to get something I left to Rose.
Hey, Claudia? If you do see Rose, please tell her. Tell her that she's the only madam for us. This isn't just from us. That's what all the girls who are part of Primavera feel. Claudia's reason for coming had been to see how things were going in Primavera. And what she saw was actually happening in the club, she knew for certain that what the others were saying was true. The high-class charm of Club Primavera was completely gone. Scruffy-looking people got drunk and laughed crudely. The occupying forces American soldiers should have stopped this were nowhere to be seen. Even the regulars who loved the club had faded away, leaving the club in a terrible state. Ironically, even a club in this state was far safer than being outside. The women had suffered a huge deduction in their wages. They wanted to quit working in a place like this, but if they did, they wouldn't be able to eat. It was as filled with despair as an inescapable blind alley. Some of the people reading this tale must have had a certain thought when Rose refused to serve Caleb that day. Calm and composed Richard was right. The emotional Rose was wrong. True enough, at least when it came to being calm and composed, Richard was in the right. At first, Richard's plan to pretend to be obedient while working to improve our situation bit by bit may have seemed like the best option. However, I would like the readers to consider this point. The most important founding principle of Primavera. Oh, hello, Ryukishi. Talking directly to us. Primavera was formed to offer ladies of the evening a safer working environment. To deny that was to deny Primavera's very reason for existence. Richard's choice was the best solution from a man's perspective from an accounting standpoint, but it completely ignored the women who worked in this world of the night. True enough, whether they chose to surrender or refuse, this same day would eventually come to pass, so it was inevitable, an illusion of choice. However, there would be one huge difference. That difference was whether the ladies of the evening would lose hope in Primavera or not. If Madame Rose had chosen surrender, all of the women would have lost hope in Primavera, and the alliance would crumble in an instant. And if it crumbled, would they search for customers on the streets, or the dangerous streets where Miguel and his gang wandered, hunting ladies of the evening? The club was in a terrible state, but it was still 100 times safer than the streets. It was far less than before, but in this era of extremely scarce employment, it's still a place for a woman to earn better pay and a better workplace. In other words, Rose's choice was more correct than Richard's. The regrettable thing was Primavera's powerlessness and inability to execute that better choice. Claudia couldn't help but let her mind race. And she thought about the manner in which Rose had been forced to make such a painful choice. Death on the battlefield is what a soldier desires. After all, we're trying to kill people. How can we complain if we're killed? Obviously, getting killed by a gun would fill our desire. So being killed by a shovel in a beach battle. Because we'll both get to die as warriors at equal range. However, that is the one thing I don't want to die by. Is this Leo? I don't want to be killed by a trench mortar. mortar is a very rough sort of weapon. You point it towards the enemy without aiming at anything in particular, then fire like mad with a After all, your target is a couple of kilometers away. You can attack safely out of the range of the enemy camp. And on top of that, it's incredibly easy to fire off. You just pop a shell down a tube and you get to hit the enemy camp with a rain of several dozen bombs in a few minutes. To the person shooting, it's almost funny. To the person getting shot at, it's... Even though getting hit with an explosive projectile will turn you into a pile of flesh. The person shooting at you isn't even looking your way. Even when criminals are executed by shooting, their executioners look at them through the gun sights, right? Who could possibly be able to rest in peace if they were killed in this rain of random explosions? Yeah, this is a pretty big mood change here. It hurts. It hurts.
I ran out of medical supplies long ago. There's nothing I can do.
There's no way I'll be saved, so please kill me. Here we go. Oh, it's a flashback of Caleb. Okay.
Damn it. Damn it. I don't hate our enemies. We've built an order by our countries to kill each other. That wasn't what was tearing me up. In this thick, distant jungle where they took us telling us that it was for the sake of our country. Just who from our country is going to care for these moaning people if we have to die after having legs and arms blown off? Do they realize what sort of cruel banners were waiting for us when we came home? Calling us baby killers, mass murderers of civilians, war criminals. Hang in there, men. Don't lose hope because of something like this. Don't you want to make it back to Japan? When we get back, we'll have everything we want. Food, sake, our choice of beautiful girls.
Hey, I want to drink enough sake to take a shower in. Oh, this sounds like a new Mineko track for sure. Or at the very least, like a Toho. It reminds me of a Toho song as well. I want to eat manchu, to eat steamed potatoes until my stomach bursts. This is a Toho song. Which one is it? God damn it. Which Toho song goes da 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 da. This is gonna drive me insane. I know this is a Toho song. God damn it. I'll just keep going with the story. This is gonna drive me absolutely nuts. I think it is. I think it is, Luca. I think it is. It's by Dai. Okay, so it sounds exactly like a Toho song. Can I just... God damn it. No, this is gonna drive me insane, and I can't even turn the sound off either. Well, I sorta can. Fuck. No, there's no sound settings. God damn it. Because I can't, Okay. Let's see. If I can find this fucking song. This is gonna drive me insane. I'm sorry. Oh god, no, this has gotta be a fucking Churro song. You know what? Fuck it, it's taking too long. I'm just gonna get it back to... Like, seriously. I'll try to get it back later. This is... Because we know that Ryukishi is a Toho fan. We know from Movie Neko that he is. And I'll get back to the story. This is gonna drive me absolutely insane. Damn it. I don't want to die even though I've never been with a woman.
Perfect. I'll make all of that come true. Food and drink and woman. When we make it back to Japan alive, I'll let you eat and drink enough to shower.
There's no way, unfortunately, for me to change the volume settings in this midstream. So I couldn't even try if I wanted to, sadly. Like, there's no in-game settings while it's going. It's just a backlog. Very bare bones. Which is weird, because Ever 17 was much older than this.
When we make it back to Japan alive, I'll let you eat and drink enough to shower in. We'll have a revenge against those who sent us here, while they sat around in comfort. I'll take back everything that was stolen from us. So men, don't you go dying on me! Don't let the loss of one or two limbs stop you.
The wounded soldiers broke down sobbing at Keireiji's words and stretched out their arms. The crowd of wounded soldiers stretched out their bloodstained arms and clung to Keireiji. Keireiji held all of those arms, lifting a tearful roar to the rainy heavens. Oh, and here's the Umineko clock. Hang in there. Oh. He's injured. He has... Oh, no, he was having a nightmare. I see. Flashbacks, PTSD. You were moaning in your sleep. And I wasn't the one causing it, so it's probably something bad. Did you have a nightmare?
It's not a nightmare. It was a dream of an oath. One that I can't forget until my war is over.
I'll bring you some water. Caleb let out a huge sigh, then looked at the clock next to the bed. It was still too early for dawn. Another dream about the battlefront.
I'm grateful for them. I never cease to appear in my dreams, reminding me of my mission. I understand that they're only ghosts. Nothing I do now can ease their pain.
Poor thing.
Poor thing? Huh, me?
Yes, that's right. You poor thing. Now this is Umineko. This is an Umineko song, absolutely. This is literally the main theme of Umineko. Amanda gently held Caleb's head as he sat on the bed. Even though the war is supposedly over, the war inside you still hasn't ended. How can you be saved?
I'll have to end my war.
I wonder, is Amanda gonna live? It seems like it's foreshadowing how he's gonna die here, or what's gonna happen when he dies.
What I'm doing now is for that war. This time it's a war with money, packed into our shells instead of gunpowder. I need money. I need money. I need a lot of money right now. I have to save them as soon as possible, no matter how much I have to dirty my hands.
Caleb. Oh, another one of these things. Okay. Damn. Really, James? That background was reused from the original gold room on Rokonjima. That's insane. Oh my god. Wow. I cannot believe that. That is just too insane. The Caleb family uses high-class hotels all over the city as their hideouts. These hotels are forced to lend them suites as part of their protection fee. You know what I was almost thinking, right? Like, this could be inside Rokonjima almost, and like this painting could be replaced with the Beatrice painting. Oh my god. The entire suite floor of the hotel was owned by the Caleb family. It was given to them without compensation. As part of the massive amount of protection money the hotel paid to the family. Every part of this floor, from the space in front of the elevators to the hallways to the entrances of all the rooms, was filled with shady-looking men holding guns under their coats. The elevator chimed as it arrived, and the door opened. It was Miguel and some men holding a heavy-looking attaché case. Another one of these things. I am forever haunted by attaché cases. They quickly headed to a room. In the room, several bosses were gathered, and the contents of some attaché cases were piled up on the table. Yo! Look at all that money!
There's 3,000 stacks of $100 bills. Now there's a sight to see.
How much money is that?
30 million! You can have as much fun as you like with that money and never run out.
I am forever haunted by Tetris pieces as well, Luca.
James's family should bring in another 10 million soon.
I bought everything from the Harbor Union safe. It should be 10 million with some change.
One after another, attaché cases filled with money were placed on the table, and their contents were laid out. There were some stacks of new $1,000 bills. And some messy stacks of crumpled $100 bills tied together. As the uneven mountain of mismatched bills grew, it told the story of how they scraped up all the paper money from across the city.
How much have we gathered total? Is it more than 100 million?
60 million. You might have be up to 70 million. We're having it counted now. No matter what, it'll be a sum large enough to make your eyes bulge. Yahoo! We're the kings of City 23.
Oh, that's not even close to enough. What Caleb needs is 100 million. Sweetie, you're still 30 million short, aren't you? Where are you gonna squeeze the rest out of? You can't squeeze blood from a stone, dear.
Hey, Miguel-san. It's impossible getting any more than this.
Impossible.
We had to push the line just to get this much money. Any more would be impossible. To take any more, we'd really be squeezing the blood out of them.
Well, you came to just the right place. Why not squeeze them?
In the first place, 100 million is just a crazy amount. I agree. It wasn't a sum we could have gathered in the first place.
Hello, Rom. Welcome to the stream.
They were obviously mocking us by asking us for the impossible. Any girl who thinks that a guy should fulfill that promise of coming with a white horse is just crazy.
Who cares? If we actually do get 100 million, they won't be able to refuse. Yes?
Miguel-san, we can't. It's impossible.
Not with that attitude. Isn't it our job to do the impossible? You know what the man says. Make the impossible possible and all that rubbish.
We've already done the impossible to get 70 million. We need to take a look at reality. This pile here is our limit. Do you realize how many stores have gone under? How many people have hung themselves to get us this much?
Oh, poopy.
To be honest, we've probably gone too far, haven't we? We've been so hungry for meat, we killed off all the cows and chickens. If we let them live, we might be able to take their milk and eggs. Yet we crushed them all and turned them into meat. Miguel-san, that's what we've done to barely gather 70 million. The city's already been squeezed dry. People have gathered their family assets and left the city, if they had enough money to move in the first place. In the end, we're parasites. If the human we're infecting dies, we can't go on living ourselves.
So, what is it you want to do?
We were thinking, this is the perfect time.
The perfect time for what? Some big final bossy type thing?
City 23 is done for.
Yep. If that city is done, they would have to move on to a new one.
There's no more business to be done here. Chinatown will swallow it up and that'll be the end. We should move our business elsewhere too.
Does that mean you're surrendering?
I'd rather call it shift in position. We're not retreating, we're advancing towards future victory. With this much money, we can seek our fortune elsewhere. No, on the contrary, we could even live in luxury the rest of our lives. Say 23 is done for. We'll start to see signs of us going too far. It won't be long before we've stuck in a fight with the occupying forces. Time to abandon the city. A change of plans is a wise move. Surely Miguel just won't go crazy and kill all of us here for saying all this stuff. If you want to call that surrendering, that's fine with me.
Yep, called it. Miguel's knife was suddenly sticking out of the man's forehead. After a brief pause, a cross of blood bubbled out. It was a horrifyingly quick job. If you're going to use the word surrender, then you can hardly complain if you're killed, right?
No!
I'll forgive you just this once. But don't do that again, okay?
We understand.
Okay, 30 million left. Chop chop. Let's give it our all. No options off the table. This is a battlefield. If the Japanese will all dry out, then three of Americans or Chinese. And the occupying forces are scared of the fight with us, so you know they won't get involved. Uh-oh. Yep, they're going absolutely insane. God. Oh my god, Hala Mirage's comment. I gotta read it. It's Miguel going, "Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game. Oh, baby. Oh my god. They're literally gonna destroy the city, but what I'm wondering is what is gonna happen to all that money afterward. If our heroes are gonna get it. Like, what are they gonna do with it? It said that they don't care about public order, but that's ridiculous. They always do their best to protect city dwellers with the right to vote in presidential elections. Oh my god. Ooh, jeez. Wow.
It's Butler. I'm coming in.
Have a seat, Captain. There have been several recent cases of good American civilians receiving illegal threats from gangster groups.
That's a situation we can't overlook.
Have you read this?
Certainly.
Ah.
I imagine it's the work of the Caleb family. Those rascals.
Caleb, when given the impossible task of gathering 100 million, had acted in the most overbearing manner possible. And now he'd stopped limiting his targets to Japanese people, and was finally beginning to go after Americans. If American civilians were being harmed, even the occupying forces couldn't stay silent. The Caleb family must have understood that.
Looks like we fucked ourselves.
However, to scrape that unreasonable sum of 100,000 100 million, I should say. They had finally been forced to act without regards to appearance.
This wasn't an unforeseeable result of demanding 100 million Japanese dollars, such an unreasonable sum, you idiots.
Oh? I thought a man capable of negotiating with us could certainly manage a sum like that.
It doesn't exist in the city! I wonder. To me, it seems to be a sum matching the situation we've seen here.
We did ask for 100 million Japanese dollars. However, we didn't ask for 100 million bloodstained and crumpled Japanese dollars. We asked for neatly obtained brand new money fitting for us to receive. That's what Caleb doesn't understand.
You mean more money that can be gathered without troubling any American civilians?
Correct. I don't care how much they have to squeeze from the Japanese to get it. However, if they're gonna do harm to American civilians, our justice will not ignore their lawlessness.
Are you telling me to bring Caleb in?
According to your report, that would not be a good option.
He is an extremely untouchable man. He really is like a bomb that might go off at any moment. He'll only explode once. However, if we're clumsy about it, both sides will be torn to bits.
The big American-Chinese occupying forces High Command's conference is drawing near. We don't want a disturbance at this time in a city under American Army jurisdiction. On the other hand, if we let that man run wild, he could explode at any time. I can't believe he's even allowing us to play his theme song when he's not here.
Don't you think it's possible we're the ones who lit the fuse? I mean, just a tiny bit our fault.
Watch your tongue, Captain. We are civilized men. We're willing to come to the table if someone wants a deal, but be they barbarians or citizens of a defeated country. At least until, as a result of their meeting, we realize that they aren't someone worth bringing to the table a second time.
Well, looks like that one-time fling of ours is gonna cost us. That is the thing that happens.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
Exactly, Rom. Who knows what Caleb might have done if he didn't have to gather $100 million.
We cannot overlook the possibility that Caleb will bring further harm to American civilians. However, we want to avoid an all-out war with them if at all possible.
I understand. Sorting out troubles like that are my specialty. Director General.
Everyone, forgive me. Well, as they leave your seats, I'd like to speak with the captain alone.
When the Director General of City 23's occupying forces coughed, the officers who served as his secretaries rose from their seats. Philip Butler had been given the rank of captain, but it certainly hadn't been in the hopes that he would perform brave feats on the battlefield. Butler's true talent was what the Japanese called nuasa, dealing with things behind the scenes. Just as he has done with the case of Lieutenant Peter McDowell's disappearance. He would stealthily resolve issues that couldn't be made public without anyone suspecting that he was involved. When the high-ranking officers whispered about him, He was sometimes referred to as the ninja. Small Rock Chinatown is an advanced base jutting out from City 22. Lee Meiju has been entrusted with it, has been given extremely broad authority. Sorry, this table is a bit squeaky. Hello. Greetings, Caleb-san. It has been too long. This is Lee Meiju.
Oh, it's you. You're calling to apologize, right? I've already been taking care of some of our young men. Is it a fight you want?
That is my line. You have beaten up several of our young men, haven't you? The Caleb family underlings, in their fervor to gain credit for catching Rose and her allies, have been conducting fake inspections near Chinatown. However, they had gone overboard and got into a scuffle with a group of young members of the Golden Dragon Society. Back during the time of the many rival underground warlords, fighting with Chinatown and its powerful foothold would have been taboo. However, the issue of turf lines had been smoldering for a long time, and the consolidation of Japanese power had suddenly sparked up that old conflict. The best way to stop a territorial war from getting out of hand was to focus the enemy's attention inward. Making sure the enemy is always divided, in conflict, and facing inward is the most important factor. The Japanese were pigs on their own. I'm sorry reading the text. But if they group together, they could sometimes become dragons. They could never allow the Japanese to unite. The words of the young lord who had unified all of the Golden Dragon Society in his youth echoed through Meiju's mind. At first, the goal of their plan had been to slightly weaken the Alfred family, which had gotten too big. However, Leo Shishigami meeting up with Caleb and joining forces with the Caleb family have been completely outside their calculations. The Alfred family was crushed in the span of a night, and the balance of power in City 23 was destroyed. Damn it, crazy Alfred! Why do you have to be so crazy? In the end, it had given birth to the dragon called Caleb.
That's not my problem. Don't you get the wrong idea, Meiju. City 23 is mine.
You mean all of City 23 except Chinatown? That's the important part.
What did you say? Fine. You want to pick a fight with me?
Caleb, son, please calm down. I hear that you are going through a very troubling time. I have heard that you are gathering lots and lots of money, rushing to save your countrymen.
Where'd you hear that from? This is why you can't trust the Chinese.
What you are doing is admirable. It is truly admirable to collect money for the sake of your countrymen. However, the amount of money you need is very, very large. One could classify it as a lot. It is quite extraordinary.
What are you trying to say? Get back to the point!
Not everyone living in City 23 is Japanese. We Chinese live here as well. We are fellow residents of this city,
It is only natural that we help one another. As to that money you are giving to the occupying forces, would it be possible for me to have a piece of that deal?
I can't spare any money. What?
Just as you want to save your Japanese countrymen, I would like to save my Chinese countrymen. To do that, it is very important that I have a share of that special office counter for occupying forces business projects.
Americans and the Chinese don't get along. Except in the case of Collider and her frickin' partner. You're trying to use me as a conduit to dig into their game, aren't you?
Nothing of the sort. I have no such intentions.
Huh. Like we'd let you get involved and make things more complicated. I got no interest in your offer. I'm hanging up. So long.
Wait, Caleb.
The tone of Meiju's voice lowered slightly and grew colder.
Do you still not understand why Japan lost the war?
What?
It is because you tried to fight a war against China and America. Both to the east and to the west. Seriously, fighting a war on two fronts, again, it's a very stupid thing to do. As they say, he who runs after two hares will catch neither. Caleb, I do not think that increasing the number of your enemies is the best strategy.
And what about you? Are you okay with having me as your enemy? I believe the Golden Dragon Society and higher ups want to avoid a war with me. City 22 has enemies aplenty too, don't they? You may have been ordered to play nice with me, but I don't think you've been ordered to pick a fight with me. Even if you fight a war with me, the Golden Dragon Society will just send me your head as a gift and try to bargain with me.
The Caleb family, with its tremendous momentum, had led Meiju to change his plan. If he couldn't prevent the unification of Japanese forces in City 23, he could try to get a piece of the action. He had obtained information saying that Caleb was having trouble squeezing out the ridiculous sum of 100 million. He had wanted to offer his assistance and take a bite out of Caleb family's pie, but
Are you certain there is no chance of us becoming friends?
he really does have too big of a head. He's turning down every single possible alliance. Hell, he could have had everything he wanted if he had just allied with Rose in the very beginning instead of demanding all this money and being like a big old mom boss.
If we join forces, procuring 100 million will no longer be undoable. And that's not all. If our two families form an alliance, the range of our businesses will be expanded. You will be able to gain more profit. There is literally no losing side to this deal. Tell me what you have to gain by passing up on all of that.
This is Japan, a country for the Japanese. We'll leave you alone as long as you stay good and quiet. However, if you start staring and swearing about and acting like you own the place, we won't show any mercy.
You really are an idiot, aren't you?
Stay quiet and out of the way. Don't try to fool around with secret maneuvers again. Got that? That's all I have to say.
Well, I tried. Let no one say I didn't try.
He hung up the phone without waiting for a reply. Meiju shrugged, set the receiver down, then put his feet up on the table and looked at the ceiling.
A cop must climb a waterfall and be acknowledged by the heavens before becoming a dragon. Oh, you poor cop who failed at becoming a dragon.
Meiju flipped a nut with his thumb and sent it flying high toward the ceiling. It succumbed to gravity and fell, straight into the mouth of the iguana on his shoulder. Damn. Like, seriously. Caleb is just, he has nobody to blame for himself, for his own downfall. He is literally making every wrong choice possible. Okay, you guys, I will be right back. I just have to take a little bit of a bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry. The wait. We are back. Leo, while taking care to hide his identity, made a point of going outside when he could. Of course, his goal was to find information. The Caleb family's movements. The movements of Richard and Cyrus, who had escaped. They couldn't put Claudia at risk forever. It was essential to actively gather information so they could decide what they should do next.
Even the marketplace has changed.
Once when Alfred kidnapped Claudia, he'd gone into a building in this area. Back then, the marketplace was overflowing with people coming and going.
It isn't because of the rain. The crowds really have thinned.
This place used to be a free marketplace, where not just business people but ordinary citizens had premises. As long as you paid a fee to the marketplace manager, anyone could easily open a shop here. There have been families that needed money fast and were forced to sell their belongings. Also, people had come here from the countryside with rice bags on their backs, hoping to get rich quick. The place was once filled with a chaotic vigor and a mix of the good and the bad. But right now, the number of people had noticeably fallen. The boss of this marketplace was also under the Caleb family's umbrella. And because of the large amount of protection money they were forced to pay, the fee for opening a shop had risen dramatically. As a result, the city's residents were no longer able to open shops easily and were forced to leave their marketplace. On top of that, if they tried to open shop anywhere else, thugs would suddenly show up and demand outrageous amounts of protection money. People, things, and money. Everything was swallowed up by the darkness, vanishing from the world of the day.
Caleb. Is this what your war is about? I've forgotten. We went to war to protect. Huh? Hey, hold up there.
Leo thought he had crossed gazes with a man passing by. That man had looked like Wayne.
Hold on. Wayne!
Wayne didn't stop. He started running like he was trying to escape. Leo chased after him. Then he ran into a dirty alley with trash scattered about, and pathetically slipped on some garbage and fell.
You okay? Huh? Where have you been, Wayne? We've been looking for you. I'm not Wayne. I'm his twin brother, Zane. I'm just a rat.
Wayne didn't even stand up. Just pounded his fist in a puddle and yelled.
Rose is safe. I think the others are safe too. I can't get in touch with them. I see. Rose-san is safe. They're touring the city inside out to find her. Seems that way. We don't even know how long our current hiding place will last. But if you're there, then Rose-san won't have to worry. I guess I'm not really the main character here, am I? I don't say that. An old man like me isn't enough. We need the strength of a young person. Enough! I'm useless! I'm all useless! I don't have the right to look at Rose-san's face again. I should have stopped it! I should have helped her escape, even if it killed me. I failed to do both of those things. When Rose-san told me to get a car started, I was just so happy to be relied upon. When things got tough, you weren't the one she relied upon. I was. That's what I thought. And I was so happy with myself. Rose trusts you.
Oh, he said that.
Rose trusts you. And look what came out of it! Look at what happened. Ah! Right now.
Oh, sorry. God damn it.
Right now, Rose wants to be saved. She needs your strength. Come on, who else am I gonna get to kick Miguel's ass?
I'd love to save her if I could. And the Suminako music has kind of given me some inspiration here. But I'm useless! Oh, useless. No matter how much a sewer rat like me brags about his poisonal fighting style, I'll never measure up. A skinny rat like me would just be conceited if he thought he could save Rose-san and be the hero.
Wayne finally staggered to his feet. Then he finally turned to face Leo.
But even so, I want to give up this life of mine for Rose-san. If you wanted me and Caleb to finish each other off, I'll go and do it right now. I don't care what happens to my life.
Calm down, man. Yeah, but if you try to act tough on your own, you won't even get close to Caleb.
That's right. That's right, isn't it? A skinny rat like me couldn't even get close to him.
Calm down. You're no rat. You got fangs, Mad Dog Wayne. Right?
Mad Dog Wayne. Me? I like it. But that's wrong. I couldn't even become a dog. I'm a rat.
You aren't a rat. You're Mad Dog Wayne. The hero of this story.
I couldn't even become a dog.
1 second. Wayne was hanging his head, his fists trembling. The next, his knees and hands had splashed down into the puddle.
Leo! No. Leo-san. Please make me a dog.
Wayne?
Right now I'm a rat. That's why I want to fight fangs and become a dog again. I want to become a real Mad Dog Wing who can step forward with pride and save Rose-san from danger. I want to become a strong fighter. I want to become a good shooter. I want to be as strong as you, Aniki. And just one more time, I want to offer up my life for Rose-san. I'm begging you! Please make me a man!
Wayne placed his forehead in the puddle, yelling with all his body and soul. He had always wanted to become strong. He wanted to live strongly on his own. Oh god, he's like Rikia! Wow. He's actually the Rikia of this story. Oh wow, oh god. He wanted to live strongly on his own without relying on anyone else. However, even the strength of his determination hadn't been enough to protect Rose. For the first time, he had found the limits of personal styles and self-teaching. He abandoned all of his pride and bowed his head to Leo. And Leo gently stretched out a hand to Wayne, who now looked shabby and pathetic.
Don't call me an old man again. That hurts, actually.
Leo.
How are you doing for food? I'll treat you. Don't try and turn me down this time, young man.
Sure.
Wayne begged Leo not to tell Rose about him. He wanted to become his own man and forgive himself before reappearing. He's gonna be making a training arc here or something. Like he's gonna come back and take care of Miguel, I bet. As a man, Leo decided to make allowances for this feeling. Starting that day, Leo began to meet with Wayne. Oh wow! He's teaching him shit, that's awesome! He gave Wayne a thorough drilling on martial arts and gun usage, polishing up the raw material that Wayne was. Wayne quietly absorbed all these fighting techniques. Come to think of it, he used to live life assuming that all adults were enemies. Anytime an adult tried to teach him something or push him around, he treated it as humiliation. He erased all of that history from his mind. He entrusted all of his power and potential to Leo and began to be reborn. They were unable to gather any info on the movements of their friends, and had no idea what to do next. The reunion with Wayne was the one spot of light in an otherwise hopeless time. The 10th day since the shootout at Rose's apartment approached. That was an amazing scene. Damn! And now Wayne is gonna be his little buddy. Woo! I can't wait to see like reborn Wayne. He'll probably, I can totally see him reappearing, like maybe even in a new costume or something, like to just totally school Miguel. Cause you know, like Miguel is the second in command. It's like freaking One Piece, you know, where Zoro always fights the second in command while Luffy fights the main guy. And like, that's what Wayne is like, cause so you know that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. I couldn't even imagine where they might be hiding.
Rose and the others must be hiding somewhere in the city. Richard is probably with them. The money they took from the safe must have been a large sum.
Final form Wayne with 3 ponytails. Yes! Exactly. And he'll have his own style, like mixed with Leo's style and stuff.
If only we could catch them, we might be able to make up that 100 million. Damn.
Sorry. Doing an emotional scene with Wayne like that, really? Okay, hold on just a second. That 100 million number had been much more troublesome than Caleb had imagined. Thinking back on it, he should have suggested lowering the amount and paying in installments. However, if he had done something like that, he would have been mocked and made to look a fool. That male stubbornness had driven him badly into a corner. Empty shops everywhere. This area has become quite deserted too. The old lady at that tobacco store. She always used to be so nice to me. It's going to get lonely. This whole city is.
Masses of my war buddies are starving even today. Those people are pretending not to see them and sit around selling stuff better. Better not start whining because of something like this.
Oh, I just had to fall for a big dumb idiot.
Each one of them quickly close up shop and run away.
I see Wayne is more like Rikia from Yakuza 3. That looks like more of his role here.
Each one of them quickly close up shop and run away. Huh. It sure is nice to be an average city dweller. If any of us had tried that, we would have been shot for desertion. You see, we had to keep moving forward no matter what kind of fire we were under. There was nowhere to run off to. Even if we lost an arm or had our intestines spilling out, we were trained to hug a hand grenade and blob along with our enemies. People who abandon their war buddies and run away are defeatists. Traitors.
God damn it. That's the... Oh, that attitude.
We'll kill them all and hang them high. We can even get some money out of them by pulling out their gold teeth.
Jesus Christ. He's gonna be left all alone in the end. Maybe Amanda might stick by him. I just feel pity for Caleb, honestly, now. There were so many chances for him to succeed, but just in spite of himself, he's just making all the wrong decisions because of his pride rather than actually trying to complete his goal.
Just one more push, and we'll reach 100 million. And yet, damn it.
If you do gather 100 million. Because he didn't have to be a villain, Luca. He is, but he didn't have to be. Exactly, he's doomed. If you do gather 100 million, does that really mean you'll be able to bargain with them?
Yeah, Butler promised me that.
And what if the occupying forces break their promise?
When that happens, there'll be war. I'll walk into the occupying forces headquarters, alone if I have to, and massacre every last one of the bastards who conned me. Then I might scatter the money we collected from the rooftop and slice open my chest.
Considering this was Caleb, he might actually do something like that. Sorry. Amanda waved her fan, gazing at the gray cityscape. If he's dealing with someone who's willing to die,
Even Captain Butler can't afford to make careless lies.
Butler probably understood that Caleb was willing to bet his own life. They had proposed 100 million as a clearly unobtainable sum. Still, they probably thought that if Caleb really gathered it up, they would no longer be able to balk at him. If they had that 100 million, the unreasonable pressure placed by the Caleb family on the city would come to an end.
Did you search the houses of the Primavera girls?
What's that?
Many of the girls are fond of Rose. She might be concealed in the home of one of the girls.
Miguel took care of that long ago. He checked a list of girls working at Primavera top to bottom, but none of them turned up anything.
Did you check the girls who's already stopped working at the club?
What?
Maybe one of those girls who quit Primavera before I took control is taking care of her. A girl who saved up money, quit the store, and started her own business, for example.
God damn it, Amanda should be the one fucking in charge of this. Do you know what they remind me of? They remind me of Kraus and Natsuhi. At this point. Completely.
God.
Sorry.
Do you have someone in mind?
Claudia Kurosaki. She was a close friend of Rose's, and I believe her apartment is close to Rose's.
Oh boy.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Here's tonight's dinner. Ta-da! Yeah, not the new menu item. Sweet potato udon.
What are we, test subjects for new menu items?
Thank you so much, Claudia.
By this time, Rose had regained the ability to form a faint smile. Of course, that didn't mean her anxiety had vanished. Even though 10 days had passed, they hadn't heard from anyone. Oh boy. If Richard and Cyrus were safe, they should have been able to guess that Claudia was hiding Rose. They should have been able to make some sort of contact by now. I wonder, has everyone really been caught after all?
I hadn't heard any rumor like that. If they had been caught, those people would be going around the city, telling us to come out and using them as hostages.
That's right. And since you aren't doing that,
It proves that everyone is safe.
You told me not to say this, but I've already made contact with Wayne.
Wayne Crew is safe too! My fucking throat. I've got to apologize to him. Because of me, he got hurt.
Wayne is melting into the city, strengthening himself and gathering information.
He's doing his whole off-screen training arc. Don't worry, he'll be great just in time for the final battle. I'm sure I'll be able to find information about Rich's group too.
Wayne-kun.
Rose, you're alone. Everyone is working together because they decided to work by your side. And of course, it's the same for me.
Why? Just everyone support me.
That's easy. Because your heart is more pure and true than anyone else's.
The world of ladies of the evening had once been filled with malice, envy, and grudges, as everyone tried to undermine each other. In the midst of that, she had been the first to show that very, very basic human thing, a true and compassionate heart. That wasn't all. She proposed to make deals and use money in a way that would help her impoverished countrymen prosper. As the Japanese people became a minority, she was the only one who spoke up and called for people to help each other live on. Exactly, James. Wayne is doing some funny Yakuza sub-stories right now.
It'd be a good thing for you to be a little more aware of this. The way you live and the way you think have moved a great many people.
That's right. It isn't just me. It was the same for Star-san, Miro-san, even Amada-san, maybe, kind of. I don't know. Probably not. Even though those three were on bad terms, they became so friendly because of your strength, Rose.
They want to live with you, and they want to see the future you'll create. It's okay to realize how many people feel this. Caleb is wrong. You can't tell since you've been stuck here, but the city has been laid waste so badly that it's hard to believe.
Many stores went out of business, and there's hardly anything for sale in the marketplace. Some people have already started moving away and leaving the city.
That's the result of everyone surrendering to Caleb. If everyone had been as strong as you, this much lawlessness probably wouldn't have been allowed.
But because of me, so many people suffered.
That's Caleb's fault, not yours.
That's right. You had nothing to do with that.
All I did was wish I could protect my poor countrymen. Even though I only wished for that, this is what happened. What does it mean to protect something? Could it be it's a job so massive that a person like me shouldn't even hope for it? I don't know what to do. Rose hung her head and tears streamed down her face. Claudia, realizing that she had pushed a little too hard, hung her head as well. It's a song, Luca. Leo turned his back to them, got up and stood by the wall, chewing on his unlit cigarette. Yep, something's gonna happen here.
Huh? be at this time.
Oh boy.
One more time, they perked up their ears. Sure enough, they heard a knock on the back door downstairs. As Claudia made to go down the stairs, Leo grabbed her shoulder.
Should we knock again?
No need to be hasty. Let's take it easy. There's a light on the second floor. There's definitely someone here.
In the alley near the back door were several jostling underlings from the Caleb family. It wasn't only around the back door. There was also a line of jostling people in front of the store surrounding it.
Hello? Who is it?
As she slowly opened the door, the chain still set, the door was violently ripped open. Through the crack of the door with its creaking chain, several men glared in at Claudia.
What's this? I've seen you before, haven't I?
Good evening.
Would you mind opening up?
My apologies, but it's a bit too late to be a visit to the ladies' room.
Oh, I brought a gift that would make a visit to a ladies' room worthwhile. It's very bright and red, just like a rose.
Miguel's knife was thrust through the gap in the door, stopping just before Claudia's nose.
We've even brought champagne.
Oh God. The men behind him all pointed their guns at the door at once. Heavy metal gun barrels were pressed against the door one after another, making a thunking sound.
You wouldn't want to have a toast in a place like this, would you? Won't you open the door?
Claudia had no way to refuse. The instant she timidly removed the chain, Miguel and his goons poured in.
Hey! What are you doing? Don't make a mess! Please don't come inside with your shoes on!
We're just looking for someone. Would your good friend Rose John happen to be staying the night?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who is Rose? It's the truth.
Well, women can lie with a straight face after all. You can't trust them.
Sitch, he might be hiding somewhere.
Stop it! This is a restaurant. Don't mess everything up.
Hey, the flame's still on under that pot. They wouldn't want there to be a fire.
Uh-oh. One instant, Miguel was laughing impishly, and the next he was furiously kicking the stock pot that set on the gas burner.
What are you doing? Please go away. I'll call the cops.
Uh-oh.
That's a nice collection of alcohol you've got here. At least your taste in drinks isn't bad. Ooh, potato shochu! Caleb loves this brand.
Oh, God. He's gonna burn the place down. Oh, God. Can he please die by the end of this arc, please? He slammed the bottle against the gas burner. Its scattered contents burst into a curtain of fire and spread throughout the kitchen. Oh no. Miguel watched in ecstasy, taking more bottles from the alcohol cabinet and throwing them in.
Stop it! You'll catch the building on fire.
Oh, you just opened up shop. It should be a shame if it went up in flames.
Miguel-san, they weren't anywhere around.
What about the second floor?
No one. However, there were signs that someone had been there until a short while ago.
Say stuff like that sooner, will you? Why don't you guys have a little drink too? It looks like this place is just filled with good stuff.
Hehehe.
Stop it! Someone!
Oh no. God. Several men followed Miguel's lead and started throwing alcohol bottles into the fire. A half-crazed Claudia tried to stop them, but she couldn't stop these men, running wild as this was some sort of prank. As this happened, Miguel and some others pushed their way up the stairs. Oh God.
True enough. There's a scent of someone other than that woman, isn't there?
Seriously, he needs to die, but before the end of this arc, he really needs to fucking die. Like, him especially. I have no sympathy for him. None. Like, he doesn't even care. He just wants to kill people. He's just a legitimate psychopath. He just doesn't even care about anything. He just wants opportunities to hurt people. He doesn't care about Caleb's goal or anything like that. Like, they'd probably been eating here until a moment ago. There were chopsticks in a bowl, but only enough for one person. However, the burner in the kitchen had been on. Something seemed off about the idea of someone leaving that fire, going all the way up to the second floor to eat. They slammed the window open. Below, just in front of the store, several of Miguel's underlings looked up.
No one snuck out, right?
That's right, Miguel-san.
Miguel's eyes went to the closet.
So, is it hide and seek?
He slammed the sliding door of the closet open. Of course, there was a futon inside. When he violently grabbed the futon and threw it out, enough bowls and chopsticks for 2 people fell out and clattered to the floor.
Come on, you're supposed to your bowls back to the kitchen when you're done with them.
The store was surrounded on the outside by his underlings. There was no chance of escape. In which case, they must be hiding somewhere around here.
But they aren't in the closet, are they? Trust me, I've been there. Where, oh where, are you hiding?
Miguel turned his back to the closet with an impish smile, and then suddenly leapt up like a panther. He climbed up to the top shelf of the closet and stuck his knife into the ceiling boards, as though piercing the heavens. How dare you! You're not allowed to pierce the heavens, you bastard! He could clearly tell from the resistance on his knife that it had pierced the ceiling boards, and pierced something lurking on the other side.
Do you realize how old that is? Hiding above the closet ceiling, like trying to be a sneak thief or something.
Oh no.
Leo-kun!
Quiet. Don't make a sound.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, that didn't feel like a woman's flesh. Could that mean Leo?
He dug the knife in even further and felt something heavy crumple about the ceiling. In his cramped position, Leo had his arms planted above his head as he braced himself, sweating profusely.
Does it hurt? It does, doesn't it? It is so moving that you still haven't given up. I've got no interest in humiliating proud warriors like you.
Miguel took his hand off the knife, which was still sticking to the ceiling, and slowly walked out of the closet.
I'll use this to assist your harakiri and end the pain right now. This looks like a good day for my rose garden. Die!
Oh no. The gun, decorated to match Miguel's outrageous outfit, spat fire, blasting through the ceiling planks. Something heavy tumbled out of the ceiling and scattered across the floor.
What? Potatoes?
Oh, they got us good. I was worried there for a second. Holy shit.
What?
A potato with Miguel's knife sticking out of it rolled to a stop at his feet. Oh my god. The thing in the ceiling had been a bag filled with potatoes.
Ah! What the?
With a battle cry, the kitchen floor leapt into the air, and the heavy bucket of pickled vegetables that sat on top of it went flying. Oh my god. He was in the kitchen. Leo and Rose had been hiding the storage area under the kitchen floor on the first floor. However, the men searching the kitchen had moved the heavy bucket aside, putting it right on top of the storage door Leo and Rose had been hiding under. Oh my god.
Ugh. We almost got burned to death with the pickles.
The scattered alcohol had made the kitchen catch fire, turning into a fiery hell.
Claudia! Everybody wait, quickly!
We gotta help Claudia too.
They're here, damn it! Miguel-san, they're down here!
You set fire to everything, damn it. Looks like you've had enough alcohol for the night.
Let's take care of this right here, right now.
If you're still thirsty, have a taste of my punch.
Yes, that's a good one. Hey, oh my god, Leo is the best. He literally went A after making a pun. He's literally the best.
Time. How'd you like this with an extra kick? Haha! Oh. I see your punch wasn't too bad, but it looks like it doesn't have enough flavor. How do you like my punch? Ha! Sayonara. Oh. You don't like that punch? Here, try some of this one. Ha! KO, motherfuckers.
As they dashed outside the store, Leo's fists and Miguel's underlings flying one after another. Pushed back, they made to pull out their guns, but they hesitated. Oh wow, this music. Feels like Final Fantasy remake here. They must have been ordered not to kill Rose if at all possible. That hesitation was a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
Rose, time to let yourself be carried again.
Okay. Claudia, what are you doing? Hurry!
I'll be there in a second. It's gonna burn. It's gonna burn.
Claudia!
Leo-san, go. Take Rose and go.
Oh god, is she gonna die? Oh no. Leo saw Miguel push Claudia aside and dashed toward them, thank God. With Rose on his back, he reluctantly left Claudia and raced into the night's darkness. However, the two of them were lit up by the bright headlights of the one car after another. Several cars filled with pursuers slid in, blocking off alleys one after another. Leo ran behind the car Miguel had arrived in and set Rose down with a thud.
They're coming in one group after another. They move well. So these are the proud troops back from the front lines.
Their pursuers were better equipped in numbers, experience, and armaments. These elites who had baptized in frontline artillery fire and lived took perfect positions, readying drum-fed machine guns and shotguns one after another. Even Rose, who didn't know much about gunfights, could tell this was too much, even for Leo. They were no match. Leo-kun, it's impossible. You'll be killed. Thank you so much for everything. I'll give myself up and buy you time. See us that chance to escape. I don't want anyone else to be hurt. I can't bear to have anyone die because of me.
Keep your head back. Time to settle things with Caleb. I have no time to deal with his lapdogs. This ends tonight.
Try some of my guns. Shotgun time.
Leo! You're friends with Caleb, aren't you? If you surrender, I'll let you go. No, you can even leave Rose there and run away on your own. Oh, is it past your bedtime already? You know, talking in your sleep.
Yo!
I'd expect nothing less from the Leo Shishigami that Caleb adores. Kill them. This isn't a man who'll surrender if you try anything less.
Damn, I don't know how I made that one without failing. The gunshot ones are always a lot harder.
Time to go all out.
Damn.
These guys are no joke.
Have a taste of machine gun.
Crap.
As Leo moved his hand to ready a new magazine, Rose placed hers on top of it, and she gave a small shake of the head. I really am grateful for everything. I was so glad that everyone adored me as the madam. But you know, I'm not a woman capable of anything that would make it worth everyone risking their lives to protect me. I'm not Madame Rose. I'm just Rose Haibara, a useless lady of the evening who can't even attract customers well. There's nothing to be gained for keeping me alive. Oh God, Rose, you gotta snap out of it. Damn. Uh-oh. Okay, that was probably... Yeah, this has to be scripted. For the first time, Rose has heard it. Uh-oh. The sound of anguish coming from Leo.
Leo-kun! Your shoulder!
A black-red stain dripped. No gushed across Leo's jacket from his shoulder.
It's just a scratch. When you're as hot-blooded as I am, you get 1 liter to the nosebleed.
He was joking. His expression twisted slightly as he bit down the pain.
What the fuck kind of gun is that?
Oh no, it's just a perspective. Damn. Wow, this song is amazing. Oh my god. Yeah, this song is incredible.
Just stop! Just stop! Leo-kun! No. Everyone from Primavera. Why are you risking your lives for me? Is it because I carelessly ignore the ugly truth? It is, isn't it? Isn't it? I can't do anything. I can't change anything. Everything I do is just talk. No matter what sort of big dreams I talk about, nothing will actually happen. So don't die! Don't risk your lives! Don't throw away your lives for someone who's all talk like me!
It isn't just talk.
Huh?
Rose, your words are a path.
Path.
We've given crowds of people who lost their country and have nowhere to go. A path to follow.
Rose's character development here is being incredible. These kind of characters usually never, have this type of introspection.
As long as a path exists, people will stand up. They'll start walking. You've shown people a path through this dark era. Do you realize how helpless it feels to be surrounded by darkness without a path to follow? Do you realize how reassuring it feels to have a light shine down on a path through that darkness? Trust that heart of yours in your chest. Walk the path shown to you by the whispering of your heart with confidence. Your footsteps will show the people the way.
Damn. Wow, I don't know about you guys, but I feel inspired. Holy shit. I've never heard this kind of... Wow. They really went there. Holy shit. Jeez. Damn. I don't think I've ever heard an equivalent of this kind of talk in any other story before.
I could bet on that. I could bet my life. But the person who's lighting the path through the darkness. Of course, no one wants to die. Not when they're lost and confused in the dark. But we can let ourselves die. If we're walking down that path, we can let ourselves trip forward and die. This time, I fight until the end for something I believe in. Rose, I'm glad I met you.
Leo? Kun?
You aren't powerless at all. Your heart is more beautiful and noble than anyone else's. And truer too. Listen to the whispers of your heart,
show the way I'm leading. Oh, Leo, are you about done with your chit chat? Yeah, I'm done.
Leo-kun!
Throw away your gun, okay? Otherwise, Kelly will be drinking himself to sleep tonight. Come on now. Do you really need to wait for me to answer that? No, I don't. You're a warrior who knows defeat. A person who's known defeat even once will never be defeated again.
Oh god. Yeah, I can't believe Leo is having death flags here. Oh god, I was not expecting this.
Because they know how noble it is to fight until your life is completely burned away.
The barrels of Leo and Miguel's gun. I am getting nervous. Guns drifted towards each other. In that instant, a screech of tires and a terrible crash broke the silence. It was Wayne. Wayne had plunged his car in front of him.
Leo! I'll cover you. So get Rose-san out of here.
Wayne-kun!
Oh, thank God, Wayne.
Run, Rose. Run! You aren't allowed to stop running. Your running footsteps will make a path for the people, for us to follow. Oh, it's Bad Dog Wayne. I've been looking all over for you, wanting to make you dead, Dog Wayne. Rose-san, run! Don't hold anything back, and don't look back. Rose!
Here we go. It's time to get rid of Miguel once and for all. With her eyes tight shut, Rose dashed into the shadows, running toward the other end of the alley. Their pursuers, caught off guard, frantically pointed their weapons. But Leo's and Wayne's guns began to spew fire at once. Here we go! Come on, it's time for Miguel to be finished off. This timer's... Shit, it's not giving me enough time. God damn it. Damn. Damn, that was so close. It's getting really tricky. God.
This is for Rose! You got that motherfucking right, Leo. Let's show this guy a thing or two. Right behind you, Mad Dog. Huh. You too, Shishigami. I know what I'm fighting for now. Me too. Let's fight for that path to the future. Hell yeah, Shishigami. Let's go! Rose is getting away! After her! After her!
It's no use. Damn crossfire.
You're insane. They've thrown away their lives. Leo.
There's a way to put your life on the line, even when it comes to shooting guns. You can cover yourself in hell like a coward. Or you can remain exposed, throwing away your life in order to gain something. Rose ran. She dashed through the narrow alley. She ran with all she had, at full speed, on and on without thinking or doing anything else. However, her tears streamed behind her and sparkled slightly in the moonlight. Please,
Everyone, don't die! Don't die!
I'll run. I'll run on my own feet. So please, everyone,
Don't die!
I won't let Rose-san die! Rose-san is our light! Let's go, Wayne. Let's go. War buddy. We've made it through the same fire as a war. which means we're already war buddies. Leo. Let's go, war buddy. Show me the results of my training. Ah! Come on. No holding back. This is for Rose. You don't have to tell me, Leo. I learned a thing or two about gunfire. I studied my lessons well. I take it easy there.
What's going on? What was that? Ryukishi 07? What the fuck?
We'll make it out of this. Or at least Rose will.
Wait, are these credits?
What? What?
Let's go! Come on! You think you can beat me? You think you can get to Rose? I'll never let you get to Rose.
Oh my god. This was. Oh my god. How is this the ending?
How the fuck is this the ending? What? This is the end to part 1? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
Is there a tea party or something? Uncle Beyond, hilarious. Oh my god. Jeez. End scripter. Always using fucking end scripter. Ryukishi married to end scripter even 20 years later. God. Wow! And you. What a climax! Wow! Oh my god. What a climax. Wow. Of course they gotta end with a scene from here. We haven't had one here for a while. Looks like Caleb's arc is gonna continue into the next episode. Damn. At that moment, they heard a knock at the door. When Madame Jean responded, the door opened, and an elderly man appeared. Oh my god, I wonder if this is one of the characters that we know. However, his well-chosen expensive suit, as well as his majestic posture, made it clear that this man possessed a great and dignified presence.
Pardon me. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the madam.
What could that be? Well, if you've come, it must be something troublesome.
The man whispered something into the madam's ear. Madame Jean remained silent for a moment, then shrugged and rose from her chair.
Julie, I had planned on having a relaxing meal with you after this, but some unpleasant business has come up. My apologies, but I'll have to call it a day.
Oh, sure. Thank you very much for today. Wow.
I've only just begun the story I wanted to tell.
You cannot just leave it there. I fucking swear. You cannot leave me on that goddamn cliffhanger. What happened? You gotta tell me, did Leo and Wayne live? They had to live. They had to live!
I'll call you again for the next time my schedule is free. Please come listen to an old woman's story once more.
You're goddamn right! Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for today.
Unfortunately, there'll be a full 4 months before my schedule opens up again. It's next comic yet, I'm afraid. For an old person, time is more precious than anything. It's possible my life will end before I finish telling my story.
Oh god, she's with the generic mooks. They survived, they're immortal. Unless you kill them. When Madame Jean went out into the corridor, a line of black-suited men welcomed her with a deep bow. Come on. What is the freaking Marvel post-credits scene here? There's gotta be some kind of big revelation or something. And the madam left with them behind her. As they watched her dignified back, remember that she was the Dawn who represented the Japanese criminal underworld. I wonder what happened to Rose, Leo, and Wayne after that. However, as a person of the future, I knew just one result of the story. That was that Wayne Uedera did not die. Interesting. That man, who had served as the leading member since Primavera's creation, was still the consigliere to the Japanese mafia called Primavera. A consigliere is an advisor. A supreme advisor who directly offers opinion to the highest ranked person in the organization, the madam. The man who crawled up from being a sewer rat, wanted to call himself a mad dog, and eventually became the number 2 person in Japan's largest mafia.
They even based a frickin' character in a video game on me. I think his name was Majima or something, whatever. Yoshibara-sama, the car is ready for you. This way, please.
Okay. The elderly man guiding me had been allowed to enter the madam's personal room, which was supposed to be her sanctuary. Could it be Mr. Uedera, the consigliere? However, with that majestic back of his, I could hardly just ask what his name is. So I tried just muttering to myself. Mad Dog Wayne's a pretty cool name, isn't it? The elderly man with the dignified look of a master swordsman suddenly stumbled and started coughing. Looks like the nickname came out of the folly of the youth after all. Oh my god, come on, we gotta see old Wayne. I wanna see what he looks like. Oh my god, I just had an idea. Imagine if Jean is actually Claudia. I gotta say, imagine if Jean is actually Claudia. I think that might actually be it. Their hair matches. And their color scheme matches up too. I'm so glad that Wayne is still alive, though. We gotta know what happened to Leo and Rose. That's my running theory. I think that Jean is actually Claudia. That would kind of fit actually, because of how young Claudia was, and like Wayne is supposed to be young in the main story too. Giggling, Julie entered the luxury car as the elderly man saw Zara. I gotta see the old Wayne sprite. Come on. You gotta show us. At her company, her bosses were all lined up waiting for her, barraging her with questions about what she had heard. Felt like she was a Popeye who had been involved in some scandal. However, Julie decided to lie. She lied and said that she wasn't supposed to tell anyone anything until the whole story was finished. That was probably the right thing to do. After all, she didn't still understand a thing about what Madame Jean was trying to tell her. I, Julie Hayashibara, am now pounding away at my tablet PC, writing a summary of what happened today. A short while ago, I was contacted by Advisor Uedera, who told me that Madame's schedule should open up around the end of December, right after Combacat for some reason. It was an incredible coincidence. The end of Madame Jean's year should be filled with meetings for all sorts of famous people. At worst, she might have had to cancel a meeting with some big-time politician to make room for me. But maybe that's just right. The gap until then might be the perfect span of time for me to understand the outrageous story she told. I plan to quietly sort things out inside my head as I wait to hear the rest from the madam at the year's end. 2012 AD, August 11th. Julie Hayashibara of the Kongtong Daily News, Tokyo Branch. Looks like there were a couple of medals I didn't get. Oh yeah, absolutely, Rom. He would take off his shirt and he would be absolutely like the buffest old man you've ever seen, just like in all the old guys in Yakuza. Absolutely. Is that it? Oh, we got a post-credit scene. Okay. We got a post-credit scene here. In front of the City 23 occupying forces headquarters, many cases of money were being carried up a line of money transport trucks surrounded by black cars. He actually got the money. One by one, these were carried into the conference room inside the headquarters, where they began to fill a corner of the room. Butler's subordinates were opening them up and counting each and every stack of bills. Wow, I did not expect that.
You certainly are cautious. Do I look like a man who would try to fool you?
This is to check we haven't been fooled. And to check that you haven't been fooled.
Huh! You dare to say that, do you?
What do you think, gentlemen? We've agreed should be handled in moderation. At any rate, Mr. Caleb has shown us a splendid performance.
Why don't we welcome him as our new partner?
This is like a preview for next time, isn't it?
At worst, it could be an all-out war with the Caleb family. I have no intention of fighting a war. Just find me a skilled assassin.
Oh wow, that looks like a new part.
Now that the Caleb family's crossed the line, they're just like a puffed up balloon. I spoke to 1.0 Caleb and... boom.
Hey, Rose. It seems terrible luck is something we share. You tried to fail to kill me, and I tried and failed to kill you.
Caleb-san. Until now, I misunderstood what it meant to protect people. I thought it meant hugging the weak and use your back to protect them from the misfortune that falls on them. That's wrong. It's not what it means to truly protect someone.
That's right. Protecting your friends on the battlefield doesn't mean stopping bullets with your back. Protect by getting your hands dirty and killing the enemies that are trying to kill your friends.
I've been turning my back from the resolve needed to dirty one's hands in order to protect.
That's why you can't protect anyone.
Are they really gonna join forces? Oh my god! Yes. Without the determination to get your own hands dirty, you can't protect a single person. That's why this time I'll fight to protect my fellow countrymen. I will. Oh, no, never mind. Stop you. Even if it means staining these hands with your blood.
Oh. Perfect. You're sounding more and more like my dead wife.
Uh-oh. Caleb-san. Primavera is making a proclamation of war against the Caleb family.
Very well. We'll accept that challenge.
If you won't surrender, I will use these hands and this gun to shoot you to death. Damn. Primavera versus the Caleb family. The fight to determine Stage 23's ruler begins. Oh my god, we got some new... Wow. Oh my god, I saw Caleb's fighting sprite. And he's got 2 guns. A lone girl who lost her memory and has a feud in Chinatown. Oh wow, new characters. Damn, look at all these new characters. Wow. Oh my god. Woo!
I'm going to end my war. This time I don't plan on returning alive. Please, our homeland. Our homeland only exists within your ideals.
Damn, I am hyped as fuck. Unfortunately, we don't fortunately, I should say, we don't have to wait that long. Season 2 was released, yes. And I have to start from the beginning. Woo! My god! Wow! Looks like I have to edit the title of this stream a bit. Yep, and just like with Umineko, it opens up. Wow! I did not think that this would be the finale to part 1 already. This was short. Oh my god. Damn, so, yeah, the parts are shorter than Umineko parts, it seems. And I love the new menu music. Wow. Thank you all so much for joining me for part 1 of Rose Gun Days. Part 2 will be, we'll start that. What day is today? Fucking Sunday, so, Thursday. We'll start part 2 on Thursday. I saw freaking Caleb's fighting sprite. He has two giant machine guns. That looks amazing. And we know that Leo is still alive because he has that 2-gun fighting sprite that we never saw. So, he's definitely still alive. Oh my god, you guys. Looks like Caleb is going to be the big culmination for part 2. I didn't realize it would just end in the middle of an arc. Okay, you guys, so until next time, when we start part 2 of Rose Gun Days. Guns Days, god damn it. I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.